Welcome to my channel. In this video we are going to learn about what is meant by a research design and what is the need for the research design. So first, what is meant by research design? The word design means to work out the structure of form as by making a sketch or plan. So here the design means we are taking a plan, a rough plan or rough sketch of how to do the research process. After taking the problem statement and doing the survey, literature survey, so we have the problem here ready and we need to find the solution. So how to find the solution? We are taking a rough sketch here. Research design is a planning, a strategy or drawing a blueprint of conducting research. So it is like a blueprint of conducting the research. Suppose you want to you are building a house. So if you want to build a house, you are not going to directly blindly build the house, right? So you are going to plan. So what are the number of bedrooms in your house? So which type of kitchen must be there? Open kitchen or normal? Like that, we are going to plan the building, right? So similarly, we are going to plan the building. For that, we will draw a blueprint. So similarly here, the research design will act as a blueprint of the whole research process. A research design is a controlling plan for a research study in which the methods and procedures for collecting and analyzing the information to be collected is specified. So it is a controlling plan for a research study. So we may be using different methods for collecting the data, and we may be using different procedures for analyzing the data. So for data collection methods, we are having primary data collection, secondary data collection. So in the primary data collection also we are having different types of techniques, right? So it may be interviewing or telephone interview, direct interview or meetings, discussion forums, right? So like this, there are different types of data collection techniques and data analyzing techniques also, right? So data analyzing means we are going, after collecting the data, we are going to analyze the data properly. Okay, so for that we are using some statistical packages like SPSS, R and Excel sheets, and we may perform some tests like ANOVA test, F test, chi-square test, etc. So we may perform any of the tests. So which kind of analyzing tool we must use, which statistical test we have to perform, so which kind of data collection you are going to perform, all these things will be defined in the research design. It is a framework or plan for study that guides the collection and analysis of data. So it is the overall framework of how we are going to do the research process. That is the collection. It mainly focus on the guidelines of collection and analysis of data. So it is going to define it is going to pose some questions. So while designing the research design, while designing the research plan, so we are going to have some questions. So what is the study about? Okay, what we are studying here about the research problem. Okay, why is the studying being made? So why means the purpose of the study, and where will the study be carried out? So where we are performing the research study, whether it is inside the lab or outside. What type of data is required? So whether we are using the primary data or secondary data. Where can the required data be found? So where we are going to found the details. So is the data readily available or we have to search for the data? What periods of time will the study include? So can we perform the research study in any time, or is there any particular time limit or like that for the research? What will be the sample design? So which type of sampling technique we are going to use, whether probability sampling or non-probability sampling? What techniques of data collection will be used? So whether primary data collection or secondary data collection? How will the data be analyzed? So which statistical tools you are using for analyzing the data? So in what style will the report be prepared? So after collecting and analyzing the data, we have to write a report about the findings of our research and how the research is done in the form of articles or thesis, right? So we need to answer all these questions while designing a research plan. We will split the research design completely into these 4 parts, that is sampling design, statistical design, observational design, operational design. So first, coming to the sampling design, it deals with the method of selecting items to be observed for the given study. Next one is statistical design. It concerns the question of how many items are to be observed and how the information and data gathered is to be analyzed. The next one is observational design. So it relates to the conditions under which the observations are to be made. So last one is the operational design. It deals with the techniques by which the procedures specified in the sampling, statistical and observational designs can be carried out. Okay, so these are the different things how the research design can be done. So next is what is the purpose of research design? Why do we need the research design? Research is a scientific investigation of a problem for which we need a systematic planning of research. For a successful research to be done, we need a research design that includes these steps. The formulation of a strategy to resolve a particular question. So after taking the problem statement, so we must have certain plan to execute to reach the solution. So we need to formulate a plan, or we need to we have to plan a strategy to reach the solution for the taken problem statement. The collection and recording of information and evidence. So in which which data collection technique will be effective here? So that collection technique we have to implement, and how the collected data is recorded. So in which format we are storing the data. And the next one is processing and analysis of these data and their interpretation. Okay, so how the collected data is analyzed here by using the statistical tools. We are analyzing the data. Okay, and after analyzing the data, we have to perform the test on the data. So how we are going to perform? By using the some of the tests like ANOVA test, F test, chi-square test. So we are going to execute the analyzed data, and we need to interpret the data that we have tested. And the last thing is the publication of the results. So after doing all these things, we have to mention all these findings, the research findings, how the research is done, which techniques we are using, which procedures we are following. So everything must be noted in a research article or a thesis, right? So this is the main need for the research design. So this is about what is the research design and what is the purpose of the research design. Thanks for watching my video.